Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we're back with more Stargirl. So last episode, we had a team, kind of, ish. Kind of fell apart. They weren't listening. They weren't being a team, but that's good because they just started, and they're a bunch of teenagers. Rick is kind of being not a meathead necessarily, but he was just charging in, relying on his heightened strength and super strength, essentially. He got a couple of hits in, I guess. I mean, he tackled the Sportsmaster, but yeah, he got it handed to him. Sportsmaster and Tigress were a really good team. The fight scene was really, really good. Like, it was actually a fight scene. We just haven't really had any long drawn fight scenes yet in the show. I mean, apart from the first one, anyway. Like in the first episode that was with the original JSA. Let's see, Pat. They've admitted to their mistakes, that they're not ready. I think they're going to be training under Pat now, hopefully. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to consist of. Let's see. They got the code. What's it? The Injustice Society got the codes they needed for the satellite. They're gonna working on whatever machine. I think I've forgotten a little bit of it. That Dr. Ito's working on. And they're gonna apparently the rest of them are gonna try to figure out who the kids are, who the kind of new JSA is. So hopefully that won't happen anytime soon. Since they're hearing Dad. Oh, what?
I can't leave him.
I understand. Okay, I would be the same way if it was my dad. I'm so sorry.
You want to stay with me a while?
Sure.
Jesus.
Oh my god. It's ground zero for losers. Like Travis. And you, apparently.
Why are you such a bitch?
What did you just say?
I'm saying I'm glad you're not going to the dance.
Oh.
Because I need a break. From you.
Finally. Oh!
Idiot. These shoes are worth more than your life.
There is no book so bad that it has not something good in it.
I told you I'm not up for it. I'm not even playing in the game tonight.
You're taking me.
You want to go to that dance so bad? Go with someone else.
You're losing everybody, chica. Whoa! Good thing nobody wanders in here.
How wonderful.
You're a robot.
How was your day, honey?
None of your business.
Of course. You're not allowed down there.
Does she know what he is? I'm assuming yeah.
Stop growling at me. Creep.
Let me present the Injustice Society of America.
Wow.
Let's go.
You just start somewhere, guys.
I trust her, Pat.
Their leader's called Icicle. He's the one responsible for Joey Zarek's death.
And my dad. But his days are numbered. The staff and I went after him before, and that was when I barely knew how to use it.
But you still have a lot to learn.
Nothing to him.
So let's get started. He first appeared on the scene a few decades ago, battling against Wildcat and Green Lantern.
If we wanted a history lesson, we'd ask Beth in her goggles.
Sportsmaster's partner is called Tigress. She's as sadistic as they come, and she uses a crossbow that's lethal.
We know. We saw it last week.
Courtney.
Rushing to confront them again is too risky.
There are always going to be risks.
You either still target that didn't fight back.
Darn it, Court. This exercise wasn't just for you.
You could have saved one of those for me to practice on.
Me too. I'm a newbie at all this.
That was lame. All right, we'll just call it for today. We'll pick it up again tomorrow, all right?
I can't take it anymore.
Can't take what, exactly?
Being a teenager.
You are a teenager.
I want to be part of the ISA. Right now.
It takes 2 weeks to condition them. 2 weeks of work wasted, and for what? It's like you've learned nothing from your mother's death.
I was young. Okay, that was a mistake.
Get away from there. Don't touch that.
Woman? Jesus.
Put it down. I said, stop.
You had trouble asking Mom out? Well, I had competition. There was another man pursuing her. So what'd you do?
Killed
him. You were put on this earth to find love. Don't let anything stop you from trying. What about you, Dad? Mom would want you to be happy.
Leave her alone, Court.
Who are you two talking about?
No one.
Oh, at least you have the same answer this time.
Up the middle for a 15-yard gain by number 22, Jacob Garrett.
He's my dad, you know. Do you see me with Barbara 24/7? Because I don't have a mother? No, you don't.
Hi.
Because I deal with them. Pat and I have been through a lot. More than you know.
Mike.
Courtney,
Hey.
do you want to go to the homecoming dance with me?
What? Yes, I would. I mean, I do, but I already made plans.
Oh. Okay.
Not to go to the dance, to hang out with Cindy Berman.
Cindy Berman.
She and I can hang out some other time.
Okay.
So yes.
Great.
Yeah, this is gonna go well.
Popcorn, hot dogs, funnel cake. You know, I don't see anything on that menu
Not
that's
for
on
me.
the plan, big guy. Except maybe the water.
During this.
Leave me alone.
Come on.
Yeah, that's not noticeable at all. Splendid.
Dad! Stargirl. What the heck? Stargirl, I presume?
He's not sure I can. I'm sorry? Nice. Okay, listen. You're gonna be in a lot of trouble. You're not getting that suit back. For a long time.
Oh no.
It's okay. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Mick, you good?
I so needed this today.
Don't kill him, please. Oh no. Oh, shut up! Why are you singing?
Courtney!
Well, she knows now.
Stripesy.
Oh, you stupid. Well, that could have gone better. So she has heightened. Does she have heightened strength as well? 'Cause I mean, some of those are some heavy hits, along with the shivs that she had or whatever. Okay. I didn't expect. I mean, I didn't expect her to win, but I didn't expect it to go to like her to lose like that bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, heavy loss. Like she left unconscious and everything. The janitor luckily was there with this freaking cool sword and saved her life. Now, what exactly did she do to? Did she cut her hands, or did she stab her? That's such a cool looking sword. I thought for a second she was gonna take off Courtney's mask, but I don't think it mattered because Pat was screaming her name, which is fair considering. I mean, he doesn't know she had the costume on, but the fact that Mick was there, might have tipped him off a little, but I don't know. She could have not been in costume. Whatever. Like he wouldn't have known. He had no reason to believe that she would have the costume on 100%. Because if he called out Stargirl and it was just Courtney he ran to, that would still give it away. So it's a 50-50 on that part, unfortunately. Yeah, so Cindy is just straight up evil. She's nuts. I mean, obviously it had something to do with their dads and their upbringing and such, but I mean, different than Henry, basically. Which is interesting also, the relationship there, because she's just dating him because her dad wants her to. Basically, as his failsafe, because without Henry Sr., he wants to use Henry Jr. to power his machine. Oh boy. So I'm wondering, like, why the heck is she even with this guy if she just doesn't seem to know how to be a human? Because she's literally just like, God, he's here again. Oh my gosh, he's worrying about his, comatose dad. And she doesn't doesn't have any idea how to hug. I mean, she does, but emotions is not her thing. And apparently, I'm assuming it was insinuating that she killed her mom on accident. He gave her powers to better protect herself, but I guess she threw a tantrum and wound up killing her mom. Like for a second, I thought that the stepmother was just like a robot, but I think it was just kind of like one of the. Because he said, I don't have time to prepare another, so I'm assuming it's basically like the disciples he has, or whatever they're called, around him. We saw, and she knows everything. She knows, well, I don't know about everything, but she knows, you know, the ISA. She knows Grundy. She knows what her dad is, I'm assuming, like what he looks like. And she wants to be part of the ISA. So he's not going to be happy when he finds out she took that. I'm wondering how powerful he is. Like if he'll be able to stop him, or he'll be able to stop her with the suit and the staff. I don't know how much more powerful, or how powerful that it makes her compared to him. Because I don't know anything about, shush, Sammy, about Dr. Ito. I know he has a villain name, and I forgot it. I know Dragon's in the name, but I don't remember what it is. And I don't really know what he does. I mean, I'm assuming he's experimented on himself, and that's why he looks like that. And obviously experimented on his daughter and made her what she is right now. Which is a lot more than I expected. Not just the shivs, and I'm assuming height and strength, but she can regenerate, which is gruesome. The fact that they went that far as like making her face all like seared off essentially, and then it regenerated from that. She's gonna be a formidable foe. She's already annoying now, which makes her a little more threatening, which is really annoying. Because it would have been much more satisfying if she wasn't, just because of like how she talked to Courtney before. She's like, you'll never see me coming, and you know what? That's a little more imposing now, unfortunately. She actually beat Courtney pretty badly too. Pretty sure it was a little more one-sided for her. I feel like, because I'm assuming her dad's trained her for a good amount of time, like specifically for killing and this kind of a thing. Courtney's just had, she's had some martial arts training and gymnastics, but nothing specifically meant to kill, or to he probably put her against actual, like one of his goons or somebody to perfect her skills or whatever. So, because he probably has some plans for her to join, but she's just not ready. I don't know if he'll ever see her as ready, considering what she just did. Yeah, again, I don't know like how they'll be able to discipline her, because she was not listening to him at all. Like she was going to the staff and like, don't touch that, don't go near it, and she did it, and she kind of fought him for the staff for a second. I'm wondering, I just don't know if he'll be able to stop her. I'm assuming he would, but I don't know. I don't know how powerful he is. But I know somebody mentioned who the janitor is. I didn't look at it. I remember seeing part of the name. It didn't ring a bell. But I didn't look it up. And I'd appreciate also if people wouldn't tell me who these characters are if I don't know, because I just think it's interesting to find out, even though I don't know the character itself. Just like seeing the abilities show up, or just the fact that he could fight with a sword, but I don't know what all he can do. I'm assuming he had a horse, and I'm just wondering how old he actually is. If he's kind of reminds me of I know this isn't what he is, but it kind of reminds me of Etrigan. At least in the Justice League cartoon, he was a knight. It was Jason Blood, like in the Camelot era. I don't know what's wrong with me. Medieval times, Jesus, Camelot era. Yeah, medieval times. And was cursed with to be basically one with the demon Etrigan, and lived years because of that. So it just kind of seems something like that. I don't know if that's true, and how long he's been in hiding. And I don't recall seeing him in the picture, the JSA picture, but he seems to recognize Pat. Called him Stripesy. which is kind of great. I'm hoping Pat sees him soon, or he goes to see Pat or something. I don't know. But hopefully this will at least, you know, I'm assuming it will make Courtney understand how dangerous the ISA actually is. Considering even though they've been, you know, dealt losses again and again, she still thinks that she can handle it. Like, that was very frustrating. How she was. I thought she was making some leeway. I think she kind of is. She's at the very least willing to have Pat train them, but when it comes to his methods of training, like Sammy, buddy, where he wants to start them, you know, learning the facts and what the ISA can do, all the members, explaining their limits and just the facts, like what they can actually do, because they don't. I'm assuming they don't know everything what they can do. Like at least in terms of Rick, like he could do more than just punching and charging in. I mean, he can use his skills strategically, and learn when to use the freaking hourglass. Because he turned it on, he flipped it before they even got into the building, which I feel like wasn't smart. But because that's precious time you're using up. It's just an hour. You don't know how long a mission can last. Also, we have to teach Beth, you know, at least just how to fight or something, or at least with her current skills, her capabilities, what she can do on the field. Maybe hang back. You know, things like that. And Courtney just kept interrupting. Kind of what they needed to know. They didn't know what everybody could do. They don't know. She brought up, you know, the fact that she didn't know how to. She went against IS before. She wasn't as acquainted with the staff and as ready she is right now. But she didn't stand a chance against Askel then either. And I don't think she'll fare any better now, considering she lost against Cindy. Now that's still like something to balk at, considering, you know, she seems skilled herself, but there's still Icicle, who's, I'm assuming, a very dangerous man who's had years of experience. Although I don't know what of his fighting capabilities, I just know that he's really good with using his powers. So that kind of makes him a little more deadly, I feel like. Among patients, Courtney also has to learn. I don't know if I hope Pat can teach her this as well. How to be stealthy and be aware, because she set up an alarm in the bad guy's lair, which you think to assume you should probably look out for those kind of things. Not saying that I wouldn't have tripped that, because I don't know how well hidden that thing is, but still, she wasn't even trying. But I don't know. I'm hoping Courtney kind of. I'm pretty sure she will, but I'm hoping soon she starts to kind of like. Hoping start her next episode. Although I'm a little worried that she's gonna be too scared to even go out on missions now, because she almost died. I guess we'll see. I don't know. But Henry's finally actually. It looks like he's acknowledged the fact that he has powers now, because he was using them to do his math test, which, I mean, very helpful. I don't know if he knows how to control it quite yet, because it might just be like on at all times or on at random moments for random periods of time. Or he kind of was controlling it at that point. Once he kind of realized what was going on, maybe he had a small bit of control so that he could keep it open while taking the test. I'm wondering how well he'll actually do. If that'll get him in trouble. I mean, if he doesn't freaking look around all the time like he was doing earlier, then he should be okay. What's it, Cindy and them, they don't know that he has them, so that's good. So that doesn't push their plan any further. I'm hoping that he comes to our side, because, well, one, obviously having him on their side furthers their plan, because, you know, what's his face, Dr. Ito wants the ability to power his machine, so that would obviously be bad. But I just feel like he would fare better on our side. Like he would actually get more out of that. And he did also say that he feels like he could wake his dad up, which is worrisome about, because then maybe he could. But the thing about him joining our side, I don't know how well that would go, considering Courtney is kind of what put him in that coma in the first place. So I don't know how he would take that. Even if he found out that his dad was a murderous villain, it's still his dad. He seems to care a lot about him. So I don't know how he'd take that. That might actually push him towards being a villain, which would kind of suck, because he seems like he could be a good guy. And I kind of was thinking this with Mike, that he was getting jealous, because it's kind of what especially this episode in the beginning, where they're talking about their excuses of him training Pat training Courtney, and then crap, I can't remember her name. The mom. I'm so sorry. I'm blanking. I had it down. One second. Maybe it's somewhere here. Oh no. It's Barbara, right? I think it's Barbara. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna say Barbara for now. Anyway, telling Barbara that he's taking her driving apparently. Kind of could hear the not so much edge, but like the I guess the jealousy in his voice, the frustration. And then that definitely came to a head nearing the end of the episode, when he kind of let it all out and told Courtney a little. I'm disliking his character less. He's a little less shallow and obnoxious-ish. He's being nicer to Barbara, so that's great. And kind of bringing up that him and Pat. I don't know why he doesn't just call him Dad. But I guess he's just saying that to Courtney, because she calls him Pat. He was just telling her, saying his name in whatever. You know what I'm saying. Well, they're saying that they've been through a lot together, and telling, because pointing out that her and Pat hang out a lot, bringing up that the point that he doesn't hang out with Barbara 24/7. What is it? He said, I didn't grow up with a mom. I deal with it, so you should too, or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's a bit harsh. Mike, I understand he's young, and he's kind of, after being with his dad for so long, that's kind of who he had. He's feeling that's being taken away from him, but still a bit harsh to say. I don't think he hit her too hard though. I don't think she felt bad, but I don't think she felt like hurt by it. It doesn't seem. But I think she's got more on her plate to think about right now, though, considering. It's interesting. They might have had some screen time, but the thing with Cameron and Courtney, considering they just had like one interaction that we've seen. Again, they could have had some other stuff off screen, but still, in terms of, I just feel like this isn't really an important subject, but although it might be later, like something might expose, like, I don't know, maybe Cameron will figure out who his dad is, because it doesn't seem like he does, and then maybe that'll have something between him and Courtney because of that. But I don't know, I just feel weird the fact that he just met her, but whatever. It's just a homecoming date. So I guess it's not that big a deal. I'm looking too into it. I'm sorry. But it was interesting. His dad, when he was talking to his dad about it, he's like, yes, well, I had competition with your mother. I killed him. Yeah, it was a little too long of a pause before he, chuckled at it. Like that would kind of worry some people, some children. Small thing. I think it's kind of funny that Chuck has a karaoke mode. I'm still wondering, like, how the heck those freaking, like, where do they emit the sound from? The only thing I can think of is that they have like those, again, like I said before, like those bone things that they're like pressed against the I'm blinking, but you know, when it goes into your ear that way. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. But I just think it's so funny that it's literally like has a karaoke motor in it. And it's interesting that her parents show up and like, hey, you good? You didn't make breakfast for us. You know, we looked and it's not there. I'm not sure if it's like, yo, man, what's up? Why didn't you make us breakfast? Or it's more so like, you know, this isn't normal. Is everything okay? Kind of a thing. It's interesting that they've come to expect her making them breakfast. But I don't know. I'm hoping it's not just more so just like, you know, worry and not just because they expected it and they didn't get it. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's all I have. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Well, this didn't go as well as last episode. Not in terms of like quality, just like we lost and didn't get out as well. Courtney was not unconscious. So, you know, there's that. What's her face? Cindy is actually evil. Crazy, has powers that are pretty deadly, and formidable. She can freaking regenerate, so that's not good. I don't know if Pat's gonna explain this to Barbara or Mike, like how the heck how's this gonna go at all? He's gotta leave Mike, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this will be interesting to explain, just period. I wonder how the others gonna react to that, like the rest of her team. Next episode's gonna be interesting. But for now, guys, that is it for the next episode of Stargirl. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around for next week's episode, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I know that I have not yet done Doom Patrol. I'm so sorry. I did not realize I was doing 3 episodes in one day, and I did not have the time for it. I'm working on it. Hopefully those will go up relatively soon. See you guys then.